Hi everyone. In response to the poll on my channel, I'm looking at the MuseSound string section first. The brass almost had it with 3 whole votes, but finally the strings made the cut with 4. So I wrote this little waltz to try out the strings. Let's have a listen. Alright, so let's start with the good points. First of all, an excellent dynamic response, even just in these sustained notes. Those crescendos and diminuendos are fantastic, something that's really difficult to achieve with digital music production. So that's definitely a big pro. It's really easy to change to Pits and to Arco and to Colenio. Colenio in a free sound library? Yes, it's there. You simply find them in the text palette over here. Text, and then we've got Pits, and we've got Arco, and in the more section there is Colenio there, as well as some others. And the playback engine takes care of the rest. So, I mean, compared to adding multiple tracks in a DAW for this kind of functionality, really, really good from MuseScore and MuseSounds. Articulation is also great so far. Staccatos, slurs, these runs really sounding good. The accents working very nicely. And I haven't even explored staccatissimo and tenuto yet, so I'm excited to try those too. The details in the MuseSounds app, let's go find it. It also lists sul ponticello and sul tasto markings, making playback difference, as well as harmonics, sense of vibrato. Yeah, if you like playing with string sounds, you have some great toys right here. The MuseSound strings also have round robins, which for anyone not well versed in sampling theory, means that they have multiple recordings for any given dynamic and range, and the playback cycles through the different recordings to avoid that typical, obviously a computer, repetitive sound. You can hear them if you click on a single note repeatedly. The blurb doesn't give details, but I'm assuming they all have 4 round robins, because I tried it with this cello Pits, and I found a delightful recording that included an extra note by mistake. There it is, that one. Let's listen again. Brilliant. Now, it's not all sunshine and roses yet. Playback while inputting notes is jittery and slow. Let's just put in some crotchets here. Right, it really does take that long to playback. So you have to know what you want to do before you write it, but it is a known problem. I know that a big part of the next phase of the rollout of this is going to be optimization. So, they're on it, they're working on it. Playback in the app also started out a bit jittery, but increasing the buffer size helped. If you want to find that, it's Edit, Preferences, I/O, and then the buffer size. The default is 1024. People are recommending at this point 2048 or even 4096. It does help with that playback to be less jittery. Although, let me say, there have already been updates to the sounds, these MuseSounds, and I haven't had bad playback in the app again. So, well done to the team of developers. Really, really good. What is slightly worrying still is that even once I exported the audio to MIDI, if we go to Publish and then Export to MP3 or WAV, those are the ones I've tried. I haven't tried OGG, FLAC, those are the ones. Those are the audio ones. I haven't tried those yet, but I have tried MP3 and WAV, which are the most established and should be the best, I would have thought. They're still pretty jittery, and some of the timing was off. But again, work in progress. We know that they'll get it better. We would just expect those to be to not have those kind of problems because they're not having to deal with real-time audio. I will admit I wasn't too fond of the constant portamento in the violin. Well, even that's better than the first time I heard it, actually. I think they may have changed some of that. Yeah, that's not... But it has been reported already, and a fix is on its way. I also had to make sure there were a couple of empty bars at the end for the export to just allow the reverb tail to die away. Yeah, a small thing to have to do to get some good reverb tail. As always, a reminder that this is a community-developed piece of software. So if there are problems, don't gripe about them. Rather, report them to the community with as much detail as you can, or better yet, try to fix them yourself. Always good to have more people joining in and helping out. So all in all, this MuseSounds strings, a fantastically rich, warm string sound with responsive dynamic ranges, and excellent, realistic sound. This has potential to beat out those premium string VST libraries, certainly in terms of usability for notation-trained musicians. Just the ease of adding the markings as we would for live instrumentalists and having those sounds really change is a fantastic bonus. That's it for the strings. Actually, first, let's have a listen to just these two solo violin and cellos over here. What a great sound. That's really nice. Okay, so next time I will be looking at the brass. And then after that, who knows, because that's all anyone's voted for is strings and brass. But I hope you get more involved. Let me know what you would like to see next after the brass. Thanks, and bye.